We were the first restaurant in London to be 100% accredited as a gluten-free restaurant. For me, that's amazing because it means I can eat here and have anything on the menu, providing I like it, obviously, and that's good. Whereas if I go to other places, I'm always at risk. I'm always worried about, do the staff really know what gluten is? I mean, I've actually asked those questions to people when I've been out, which sounds a bit mean, but I don't want to be sick for a week. And often, all too often, they don't actually understand what it is. They think gluten's in potatoes, which it isn't. And who wants that? I want to feel safe and confident that when I'm eating, it's not going to make me sick for a week, or 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or however long it is. So that's what we wanted to do. We created a menu that people come in. It's got some real homey dishes that you just take a bit more study and a bit more work to make. But you're coming out here, you're coming for a treat, and people literally come here from miles and miles away, across the world in fact sometimes, and they can eat, and they are so excited. They have high expectations, and we want to be able to deliver that. Not just in terms of the food, but also the service. So we've got a really lovely team here who are friendly and personable. They all have been trained especially hard on gluten-free and other allergies. My diagnosis took a long time. In fact, at the time I was diagnosed, this business was actually a bakery and restaurant, which my business partner and I owned, and I became increasingly unwell and had to have my tonsils out. Lots of horrible things that often go with celiac disease, and following that we decided to make the restaurant completely gluten-free. The aim was always to be authentic, because my journey into having to eat gluten-free food was kind of horrific. The food that's out there or that's often in supermarkets it carries the gluten-free badge, but it just tastes awful. And as a food person, having worked in food my entire career, having to eat some of that garbage really wasn't for me. So we wanted to do something better. The test was that if a regular eater could tell it was gluten-free, then we weren't doing it right. So we've had many guinea pigs and many successes and failures along the way to get the menu to where we are today. What nobody really warns you about when you're diagnosed is how this will socially impact your life. When I go to a restaurant, I am that proverbial pain that will always ask, is that gluten-free? I will question them because I do not want to be sick. My spontaneity has probably changed in terms of where I go to eat, but now you have to plan. Now you have to think about it. And your friends, if they love you, I'm very lucky that I have some great friends, and they appreciate that, and they know they don't want me to get sick, so that's cool.